every AFL team's over-under for 2026.
Ooh.
So let's start us off with Adelaide Crows. Their over-under's 14.5. I'm hitting the under. 13 wins this season.
Damn, I'm actually also hitting the under as well. I've got about 13 wins for the Crows too. I think they're a bit different than last season for sure.
Okay. The Lions, 15.5. So I'm going over. I'm hitting the over for the Lions this year. I think they go over. I've got them actually getting 17 dubs this year.
Dubs. I've hit the Lions over as well. I think, bro, we're looking at a three-peat here. I think they blitz it. I reckon possibly a better start than usual as well for them, and they just go the whole year consistent over for the Lions.
Three-peat, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Blues, 9.5. I'm hitting the under for the Blues, actually. I've got them at just about 9 wins, so just there, but I'm hitting the under. Not many wins for them this year.
Nah, I'm the exact same. I think it's going to be tough for the Blues. I've got their unders as well on 9.5. It's a lot to ask from this team. Hopefully they might surprise us a touch, but 9.5 go on the unders there.
The Magpies, 13.5. I'm hitting the under. I think I'm seeing a bit of a drop-off from the Pies this year. I was high on them last year. They exceeded my expectations. I reckon they're getting a bit old.
Yep.
I think that they'll get about 12 wins this year.
100%. Hey, I'm the exact same. I wasn't high on them last year and definitely not high on them this year. The unders for sure. 13.5 is a lot to ask out of this team, and who knows if they'll even get through the entire season with the list they have.
That's it. The Dons, 7.5. So pretty low, I think. But I'm actually hitting the over for the Dons. I reckon that midfield's actually a little bit underrated. We heard that throughout the week with in the TikTok, but that's okay.
Dribblers, apparently it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't know what they're rolling out, but apparently it's good.
Apparently. So I've got them getting about 10 wins.
Yeah, right. All right. I'm not high on the Dons at all this year. I'm hitting the under on 7.5 again. Just, I don't like what they're rolling out. They've already got injuries stacking up and just don't like the construction of this list at all.
Okay. Freo, 14.5 is their over-under. I'm hitting the over. I reckon they'll just get that. I reckon about 15 wins again. For Freo this year.
Yeah. I'm hitting the over on 14.5 for Freo as well. I was high on them last year. They let me down a touch. I've still got them right up there. They've probably got the best list in football. Got Freo over 14.5 wins.
The Geelong Cats, 15.5. This is the highest in the league, I think. I'm hitting the over. I reckon they're actually going to have a really good year this year again. About 18 wins for them, I reckon.
Yep. Yeah, Cats, 15.5. I hit the over. I don't think they'll get to that 18 mark. I reckon probably about 16 is the sweet spot, so just over that 15.5. But yeah, got the Cats there.
The Gold Coast Suns. So they're 15.5 as well, actually. I'm hitting the over as well. 17 wins for them.
Yes,
I'm picking.
100%. Suns over as well, man. Suns over. I think, bro, as we'll look at later with our predictions and stuff, very high on the Suns this year. The addition of track just helps them a heap. They're looking quality.
Okay, the GWS Giants, the injury-riddled Giants, they're at 12.5. I've gone under just. I think they're going to get to that 12 wins.
Yep.
I just think the injuries are a bit too much already. They're stacking up.
No, fair enough. I'm a bit higher still on them. I still love their list. I'm going the overs on the Giants. I think they can get to those 13. I think they've still got a quality team and a quality coach. I think they'll just string games together and find ways to find themselves up to that 13, 14 win mark. So I've gone the overs there.
JAKEYS Hawks, they're at 14.5. God, it feels like we haven't even chatted about them. But 14.5, I have actually gone the under for the Hawks. 14 wins, I think.
Ooh.
I think 14 wins.
Damn, big call. I wonder what I'm going to say. Smash the under for the Hawks. As we all know, said it at the end of last year. I'll say it again this year. They're not making the 8. They might not even make the 10. All right, but no, 14.5 is way too much to ask for. Hit me on the unders for Hawthorn.
The closer we get to the footy season, just the closer you're back. The JAKEYS
just throwing
Hawks.
a little fishy out there. Next week we'll really put our foot on it.
You'll be real on those Hawks fans in. The Demons, 8.5 is their over-under. I've gone under. I think they're in for a pretty tough year. I've gone probably about 7 wins for them this year.
100%. I'm the exact same. Under on 8.5 for the D's. Same with Dons, really. Don't like their list. Obviously, they're probably hitting a new era of this team and a lot of get the young blokes in. So, yeah, don't think they'll be in for a great year, the D's.
Kangaroos, the Roos, Shinboners, 7.5. I'm hitting the over. I reckon they'll just get the over. 8 wins for them this year.
100%. I'm with you as well. I expect them to take a big jump. We've been saying it for years, but there has to be a year because Clarko has to be on the hot seat right now. 7.5 is pretty small. Hopefully they can get over that. I'll take the overs.
Port Adelaide Power, 9.5. This is a team you're not really sure how they're going to go. Could they have a bounce back year or could they drop off? Butters, will he be the Butters we know?
Yep.
9.5 is their over-under. I'm actually going the under. I'm going 7 wins for them, the Power. A bit of a drop-off with Carr driving the car.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I'm right there with you. I've taken the under as well. Obviously, they've come out and said we don't believe in rebuilds, but I think when the list is heading the way it is and you could be losing butters, a rebuild is probably needed for this team. And I think they're in for a tough year again. So, 9.5 under that for sure.
The Tigers, 4.5. I am hitting the under on the Tigers. Yeah, I think they're only going to get about 4 wins.
Geez, that's a big call. See, I don't know. I think this young team has already shown a bit, and I'm excited for a lot of this young talent. Hopefully, Lawler can get a full season under his belt. So I'm hitting the over. I thought 4.5 was a bit stiff. I think this team could gel a bit more. We kind of had to bite the bullet last year with our call on them saying they wouldn't win a game, and they come out win round 1. But no, I think they'll be a bit better. I reckon they could get to about 6 wins this year. So Richmond, I'm taking the overs.
Okay, we've got the St Kilda Saints. I said last week, I don't know how good the Saints are going to be. I think they might be similar to last year. They've brought in a bunch of new recruits, but 12.5 is their over-under. I'm hitting the under. I reckon about 11 wins again kind of this year. I don't know. I don't see the improvement.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I've hit the under on Saints as well. I'll believe it when I see it. The recruits, obviously, they brought in some big names and paid a lot of money, but I don't know if it moves the needle that much, especially with that the comp continues to get better and better. So, I've hit the under on 12.5 as well for them.
Love it, love it. The Sydney Swans, 14.5 is their over-under. That's quite a big number, considering they didn't even make finals last year. I'm actually hitting the over. I reckon they'll get about 16 wins this year. Yep. I think it's going to be a big Sydney Swans year. They don't stay down for long, the Swans.
I said, I'm smashing the over. We even saw them make a late run at the end of last year once they finally got healthy. Now you add Kerno. Hopefully Goulden can play a full year. Smashing that over. I reckon, 16, 17, possibly even 18 for them this year. Swans, big year.
Love it. And the Eagles, 3.5 is their number. Lowest in the league. I'm actually hitting the under. I think they'll get about 3 wins. I just think it's just a year of really developing the young talent. There'll be a lot of tough losses, I think, again. I hope that it's a big year for Harley Reid, but I don't think that's necessarily going to translate to wins. So the under.
100%. With the Eagles as well, I've hit the under. Bro, I reckon this team they're running out might be worse than what we saw out of Richmond last year. Yeah. So I think this Eagles side could be very, very average and might struggle to win a game. So Eagles under 3.5 for sure.
And the Pups. The Pups, 13.5, which is about standard for the Pups.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hitting the over simply because we have 15 games at Marvel, which is insane. So that should be about 10 or 11 wins and then a few away. So that'll get us to around the 14, 15 again. So we got 14 wins last year. Hopefully we can get maybe 1 or 2 more. So I'm hitting the over.
I understand. I've hit the over as well. We got to believe in the Pups this year. And they're like you say, 15 games at Marvel. We got to capitalise on that. The list is still quality. Obviously, the back line, hopefully it picks up. And smashing the over, hopefully, we can be standstill in the finals. I don't want any of this playing stuff for us either, or the wild card, whatever they're calling it these days. So, smashing that. Smashing that for sure.
Welcome back to the podcast, episode 73. Ooh. We are here. Love and life. Yes, plenty going on.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what's a little update. Maths. Anyone watching maths?
Baby.
Oh my God.
On the maths grind. Holy shit. Just crazy stuff. Last night was actually crazier than I was expecting as well. A few fruitcakes running around. Holy crap.
Fruitcakes. We got some toxic masculinity running around.
Yes.
See you later, Brooke, and hello to whoever that bloke was last night who's the Trump supporter and
crazy stuff.
Who was actually worse out of the new husbands? I reckon the
other guy,
the tall guy was worse.
Bro, he made me cringe. That was tough.
It was bad.
It was actually really bad. And then his mum's speech as well was brutal.
How he still gets back scratches. But every joke was just kept getting worse. It was so bad. Mate, bro, read the room. Read the room.
And the editing just does him no favour. It's him cracking a joke and it's full silence for a good couple of seconds.
He put a Borat quote in his wedding speech.
This man.
And then he's just looking around. Nothing. No one's offering a laugh.
And Scott saying, mate, what are you model for? Big W or Target? It's like, mate.
Scott and Gia had to back off. All right?
Yeah, Gia is the genuine worst.
Yep.
She's actually, she's not as bad as Brooke, but Brooke's not on the show anymore.
Bad.
But, bro, Brooke, how bad's Brooke? I thought she was lovely to start the show. She is just a genuine mole.
Yep. It was actually insane. And to think, apparently Chris, they were trying to hit him with the redemption arc, but
Yeah.
apparently he was even worse.
Yep.
Apparently, good old David nearly clocked him.
Bro,
So-
you would not want to get into a fight with David.
Bro, oh no.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
no.
Come on, man. Yeah, Lissa fully exposed him on the radio the other
3
day.
legs. Like, holy shit.
That's
It'd be
shocking, but-
brutal.
No, we're sending our love to Alyssa, sending our love to
Stella.
Stella.
Stella's a
Love
homie.
Stella.
Yep, 100%.
But Brooke,
we-
GR, be better.
What are our thoughts on Danny?
Danny, I don't
Did he
think
say
would. He didn't say he's into GR. He didn't say GR is his
I
type.
believe Danny.
GR looks like an uglier version of like Cher.
Yeah.
You know Cher? She looks
yeah,
like Michael
yeah.
Jackson. So maybe she just looks like Michael Jackson.
Very true. Yeah, very true.
Her face doesn't move because she just sits there.
It's just like, and old mate last night said he doesn't like chicks that have plastic in their faces, and Gia was just like,
dare
started grilling him, and it's like, well, buddy, it's probably fair shit.
Apparently G's had like 10 different names.
Yeah, well, Gia's not her name; it's Cassandra or something.
That can't be true.
Apparently, it's Cassandra.
I don't know. One of the contestants said it. I think it was Danny. I think Danny said it the other day.
Yeah, it's like Gia's not even your real name.
Not even a real
Your
name.
name, love.
Love. Ride or die. Ride or die.
You and me, look at me, ride or die. Yeah.
Nah. Love Danny. But anyway, thought we'd just get that in there
gotta get
because
that in
I was
there
thinking
for
of doing a
all
maths
AFL
topic.
fans.
Then I thought, should we stoop that low? Should we?
Probably.
We go back to Jakey saying Freo has the best list in the AFL.
I reckon it's up there. I reckon them or Gold Coast probably, or Brisbane. Probably
Freo.
top 3.
Freo
I
have a
reckon.
very consistent list,
I
but they
just
wouldn't
don't
have
like their coach.
the best list.
I don't know. Well, you look at backline, elite, midfield, probably who has a better midfield? Probably Gold Coast,
Gold Coast Dogs.
Dogs, and then probably Brizzy's up there as
But they
well.
don't have the best.
But
They
they're
don't
like,
have the best midfield. They don't have the best forward. They don't have the best backline.
yeah, then they're just consistent across the board. Their backline is elite.
I'd say Gold Coast have a better list.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'd probably say Gold Coast have the best list. But then I reckon it's probably Freo.
No, I'd say Brisbane. Brisbane have the best list. Am I wrong? Like they
No,
are.
I think you're spot on. I reckon.
They are fully stacked. They've won the last 2 premierships, and we're
Yeah.
missing some like B plus players,
Yeah,
and they've
true.
just brought in Oscar Allen, Sam Draper.
Yeah, I do
And
like
Dan
the
Annable.
additions. No, well, I'd say Freo's a top 3 list in the comp then.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Yeah, I think it's
Nah.
Brizzy, Gold Coast, Freo. Like
Geelong.
in
Geelong?
no order.
Geelong.
No, I don't think
Brisbane and Geelong are the top
I don't think
2.
Geelong's list is actually like elite. I think they're just really well coached.
Yeah, Bailey Smith, Max Holmes, Jeremy Cameron, Tom Stewart, Mark Blitzarbs. Yeah,
You can just
Really,
do that for
really-
Freo as well. You can do
but
that for
they're
everyone.
not the same quality. It's not
No,
as
I think Freo's list is elite, but it's just their coach. I just don't rate Justin Longmire
Hey,
at all.
Brendan Cox is playing for Fremantle. You know they're not a good list.
Bro, but every team's got blokes that you don't love. But no, I think their list is actually elite. That's why I picked them to finish top last year, and I'm high on them again this year. They should be much better, similar to us. But I think their list is more complete than what our list is.
well. Let's test this out and let's do our ladder predictor.
Yeah.
Let's do our ladder predictor. Tip of the tongue. Ladder predictor. Okay, so this is our 2026 AFL ladder prediction.
Yep.
Okay, do you want to just go and then me?
Do you want me to go?
You
Yeah.
go.
Go 1 to 18 or 18 to 1? 18 to 1.
You do you.
Count it down.
You're making
Count
your
it
own
down.
choices here.
All right. Well, I'll count us down. Starting at 18, I think it's no surprise at all. I've got the Eagles at 18. I think another tough year for them. Richmond at 17. I do think they improve a bit, but still very young squad. At 16, got Melbourne. I think just a massive drop off for them again. They're very young. It's pretty much just Gorney and Cozzy, and that's it. At 15, got the Dons. I think another disappointing year for them. Hopefully, some young talent can start to step up and they stay healthy because that was a big question mark last year. Same again, 14, Port. I think tough year. It's really just Butters, Rosie. Hopefully Horn Francis takes the leap that Port fans think is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I guess we'll see. 13, I've got North. I think they take a bit of a jump this year. Clarko's in for a big season. If they don't, I think he's in some real strife. And 13, still not ideal, but they need to show some sort of progression over the last few years. At 12, I've got the Blues. I actually think they could be sneaky, not completely terrible. Like, obviously, they lost Curnow, lost TDK, lost Silvani. Literally just everything's falling apart. I actually like their additions. I think they can put together a half-decent year. Missing the wild card, I've got the Pies. Got the Pies at 11. I think a big drop-off year for them. I don't think they'll go rebuild or anything after this, but there will be a big restructuring for this list as they are quite old. At 10, I've got the Saints. I think 10's a good spot for them. I don't see them getting above any other team here. At 9, shocker, I've got Hawk. Missing the 8. Hawk missing the 8 at 9. I think that's just stock standard stuff. What do you reckon? Pretty fair call, pretty fair analysis. At 8, I've got Crom falling from 1st to 8th. I've got Crom at 8. I still think they'll be good, but a lot of injuries early already, which is a little concerning. That backline is very banged up. At 7, got the Giants, similar, a lot of injuries. I was higher on them heading into this season. Before, obviously, losing your best player is never ideal. And then obviously Callahan's a bit banged up, Bedford banged up, Sam Taylor banged up. Everyone's a bit banged up right now. Got them at 7. At 6, I think they're one of the best lists in football, but I don't trust their coach, and I just don't trust them all around. I've got Freo at 6. I think they're still a high-quality team, but Longmuir's in for a big year, and if he doesn't convert with this list, I think he's in some strife. At 5, it's just false hope at this point. Got the Pups, but good chance we won't even be in there. But got to believe in the Pups, got to put my expectations out there from them, and hopefully, look, I had them top 4 last year, so I went down one. Hopefully that gets us into the 8. All right. At 4, heading into the top 4 is Geelong. I still think they'll have a quality year. I don't think they'll be as refined as they have been the last couple of seasons. But look, will this grand final play dividends a bit? No, getting absolutely flogged in the granny. Could always have a few scars, but I guess we'll see. At 3, I've got Brisbane again. They're just going to be always up there. They can be in cruise control again if they want. I expect a more consistent year, but I expect them to be making a deep run in the finals. At 2, I've got Sydney. Massive leap from out of the 8 to top 2. Very high on this list. The addition of Curnow is exactly what they're missing, and if they can stay healthy, they'll be loaded. And at 1, I've got the Gold Coast Suns. I think this team is just so stacked, and they showed last year they can be a bit better away from home. They go into Freo round 1 of the finals and take charge. They really push. They push Brisbane. It was Brisbane, right? Yeah. They pushed Brisbane in round 2, which was elite. They, literally looked like they had them under the gun for a bit. So I'm really, really high on Gold Coast, and the addition of Track is massive. So I think they're in for a massive year and could just be a regular season powerhouse this year.
That is an interesting ladder. That's a very interesting ladder.
Bit different to yours?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll just run through mine. I'll just go up. So at 18, I've got the Eagles.
Yep.
Getting 3 wins. 17, got the Tigers, 4 wins. 16, I've got the Melbourne Demons, 7 wins. 15, Port Adelaide Power, 7 wins. 14, the Shid Motors, 8 wins. 13, the Blues, 9 wins. 12, the Dons at 10 wins. 11, the Saints, 11 wins. So they miss out on everything.
Yeah, right.
At 10, I got the Pies at 12 wins. At 9, I got the Giants, 12 wins.
Yep.
8, I've got Crom on 13 wins. 7, Hock, 14 wins.
Way too high.
6, Dogs, 15 wins. 5, Freo, 15 wins. 4, Swans, 16 wins. 3, the Suns, 17 wins. 2, the Lions at 17 wins. And 1, the Cattery, 18 wins.
Hey, I don't mind that. So our top 4 is the exact same, just reordered.
Just reordered. I've got the Cats on the top instead of you had them at 4th, didn't you?
And you got Hock playing finals. What's that about?
I've got Hock playing finals. They probably will. They probably will.
They probably won't.
I think we're going to have a massive year out of Jai Newcomb. I reckon he's going to explode. He'll be in like Brownlow contention. Obviously, Will Day's out, but I can't see the Pies probably having a better year than Hock. The Giants with all these injuries, and then Hock could definitely have a better year than us. But I think it's Freo, Dogs, Hawks. They're kind of in that trio again.
Yep.
And then Sydney could be in that, but I think there's a clear 3 best teams: Cattery, Lions, Suns.
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah,
It'll just be interesting how Suns go with travel and everything.
Yep.
But no, I reckon the Cattery in for a massive year. Massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon they'll be top of the ladder.
What grabs you this year that's different than the last few years?
Nothing that's too different. I just think the taste of almost getting that success last year. I reckon Max Holmes, he'll be a bit bitter not getting that All-Australian nod. He was the one midfielder that missed out. He could be
flat about that.
I reckon he's in for a BNF year at the Cattery.
Yep.
And if Jez is healthy, that'll be a massive determinant because he had a career year last year.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think they'll be top of the ladder. The Lions haven't actually finished top in any of their premiership years. So
yeah, that's the thing. I think like 3 to 4 is perfect for Brisbane because they don't need to. They know they don't need to get top spot to go win a flag. Like they can finish wherever they want. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna go into this season and just fully dominate from the get-go. That's where I think Gold Coast is going to be so elite. I think from the get-go they might just absolutely wipe the floor with teams and really take charge. Like this addition of Track is pretty scary.
Oh, it's
and
great.
They probably have the best midfield in the comp now. Obviously, we haven't seen it fully, but like we're talking about with Real Anderson, Track, and Took Miller in there. It's pretty impressive.
Yep.
But no, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm really high on Sydney. Like I think, like Curnow's really that missing piece, and we're really high on Goulden, and then even Heaney and Warner as well. So if they can all stay healthy,
we've both got them top 4. I've got them at 16 wins. So
We saw them literally back end of last year. Like they actually started pushing for finals after pretty much being cooked for the entire
they
year.
almost snuck in.
The
Like,
loss
a
to
few
us
wins out.
really cooked them.
Yeah.
And like they were, a couple of minutes away from really taking us out. So they're a high quality team and now they're even better and healthy. They've got a full preseason under their belt. I think Sydney's in for a big year.
So we both have the Giants missing out on finals, the Pies missing out.
I've got Giants in there.
Oh, no, you got Giants in there.
I've got Giants at 7. I've got Hawk missing out. I've got Saints missing out. Got Pies missing out.
Right. Oh, so you've got Giants getting more wins than Hawk.
Yep.
Even with all the injuries.
Yep.
Damn.
I think Giants just accumulate wins. I think they just find ways to just win games. They'll be up there.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. We're both pretty low on the power.
Yep.
The
Very.
Dons, I'm a bit higher on them than you, but
Yep.
yeah, Saints, I'm
Saints,
not
just
sold.
I'm not bought
I
in.
think it'll be, we will tell pretty early how they are if they're a different team, but I just think you bring in like Flanders, TDK, Ryan,
Yeah.
Silvani.
Flanders. Wait, did you say Flanders?
Yeah,
you said
all on
Flanders,
big money. And are any of them top 50 players? They wouldn't be. None of
No.
them would be a top 50 player.
No, well, I think they've got 2. Oh, they've probably got 3. Yeah, they've got 3 elite players in Nass, Wilkie, and Sinclair. And then, where else does it really go? It's a big drop off. I don't love their midfield. I don't know. I don't think it's anything special. And obviously, Max King is probably going to miss the rest of the year as well. Like, let's be honest, when's he going to get a game? So no, and obviously we probably have a bad look at him as well because the main games we watched was against us and they lost by like a combine of 140 points or something.
We genuinely just abuse them.
Yeah. And it's like, I feel like that's just the stock standard what we do and then just can't beat a good team. But like we didn't see great things from St Kilda and I don't know. I don't think it's going to be this massive jump when I think the rest of the top 8 is getting much better. Like I expect Freo to improve. I expect us to improve. Obviously Crom will drop off, but not to where they will be worse than St Kilda. Giants are banged up, but I still think they'll be better than St Kilda. Hawthorn, Lions, Cattery, Swans, Suns, all better. So,
Can we make a bet and put it to the dribblers?
Okay.
With you, Jakey.
Oh, no.
So you obviously think the Doggies will finish above Hawk.
Yep.
What will you do if Hawthorn finish above the Doggies?
Be careful here because there is a big chance this will happen.
Is there any recommendations out there?
Get a Hawk tattoo.
Fuck no.
I was thinking bleach your hair.
Yes.
Like yellow, like gold for the Hawk.
No.
I would love that.
How long for?
Well,
Until it grows back out.
Does it just, with bleach, does you just wait for it to fizzle out?
Yeah, like you can dye it back, but you've bleached it, so that's.
Or we can put it out to the dribblers. But maybe we
put
should
it
come
out
up
to
with
the
some suggestions and then we put it out there. Or we go like top comment wins.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Put it out to the dribblers.
Put it out to, do you want to speak to the dribblers? Do you want to do your own bet? Do you want me to?
Yeah, set it up. You set it up.
So Jakey's not high on the Hawks at all. So if the Hawks finish higher on the ladder than the Western Bulldogs this year, the top comment is what Jakey will do. No,
just a comment.
A comment. Give us, comment down below what Jakey should do.
Yep.
If that happens, and we'll see if Jakey takes the bait and if he's man enough to.
If there's some good suggestions, we'll definitely be doing it. If there's some good suggestions, we'll do it.
Okay. No, we'll see.
Just not.
Jakey's shitting.
No, actually, no. I'm confident. So I won't even have to do it.
Look like a deer in headlights.
No, I'm happy. If Hawk fans, give us your best go. Okay. And then we'll go from there.
Mate, the Hawk don't have the bond. You'll be fine.
Exactly, Barry. What are they running out? Who are they running out? Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody.
You're not seeing any Hawk players in the back here.
No Sam Cardass Yamas in that Hawthorn side. Nah, not a chance. No Latham Vandermeers. No Lockie McNeils. We're fine. I'm not concerned.
Jesus.
No, I'm keen. And then if there's no good suggestions, we'll go with the bleached hair. Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
Let's do it. Should we move on to our just predictions, our like 2026 predictions for
100%,
like awards and everything like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is our AFL 2026 season predictions. Okay, so start off with the Premier.
Yep.
Who's winning the Premiership?
Like I've been on it since they won it last year. I've got Brizzy 3-peating, so I think they're in for another massive year. I think the list got better than it did last year, so massive. Look, they lost Archie, lost Starcevic, but then bringing in Allen, bringing in Draper, I think that's huge additions and big things they lost. Obviously, what's his name? Who was their ruckman?
McInerney.
Yeah, McInerney. Obviously he retired, but yeah, bringing in Draper, Oscar Allen, I'm really, really keen for them. I think they three-peat.
I'm the same. I think they're three-peating. I really do. I actually, yeah. You just, I can't see anyone beating them. I just can't. I reckon
No, that's the thing. I don't think there's a better team out there that can do it consistently for that, like they can, and
but
they're just
in finals as well.
so good.
In finals as well.
Well, that's the thing we've seen. They could have just a shit regular season, and then as long as they finish top 8, they'll be fine, and they'll find themselves in there. So, yeah, no, I don't think there's a better team going around and a better coach team as well.
Real. Runner-up. Who's your runner-up?
My runner-up is the Gold Coast Suns.
Me
Gold
too.
Coast Suns.
I've done the exact same. Bro, did you look at my list?
Hell no. Bro, I saw you snooping at mine back there when I was just making some changes.
Right, whatever.
No, I've got Gold Coast Suns runner-up right there.
Okay.
I'm very high on them. Like, again, yeah.
Minor premiers?
Yeah, like I said before, Gold Coast, I've got their minor premiers. I think they're just massive year for them. Massive year.
I've got Geelong for minor premiers, as I said before. The Wooden Spoon, I had the Eagles.
Yeah, I had the Eagles as well. They're in for a tough year.
Brownlow, 2026. Who is winning it?
Since I do expect them to take a bit of a jump, not a massive jump, but I think enough for him to just rake in votes. I've got Nas. I think Nas is in for a massive year, and we'll just now that umpires can look at stats and stuff as well. I expect him to push more forward of the footy too. But he's going to be so good this year, so I think he'll be more midfield and then could push forward as well. I think he'll kick a couple of goals. So like he's going to be. I'm telling you, Nas this year. My Brownlow pick could be a similar year to where Cripper was, where Carlton weren't anything special. But because he's so far the best player in St Kilda, anytime they win a game or at least compete, he's going to be so much better than the next best player there. So I think he's going to just rake in votes.
Maybe. But like, there actually is some talent around the ball now. Like, TDK is going to stand out like a sore thumb, like with these new ruck rules as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, no.
And Sam Flanders, he's an accumulator. Like, the umpires love the accumulators.
Yeah,
like,
but then you look at all the best players in the comp, all of them have elite players that they're going up against. No, the blokes next to Nas are nowhere near who the blokes next to like Butters or Bont or Anderson, Rao.
Well, my pick is Nick Dacos.
Yeah, right.
Who is the leader around him? I think he's finally going to win it because he probably should have a few already.
100%.
And he has proven that he votes. And Rao's injured now.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that can just be what differs the umpires just noticing you from the start. So I reckon Rao won't poll as well this year.
Yep.
I hope Anderson polls better than he did last year. But I think Nick Dacos will win it this year.
Yeah, no, I'm fair. Oh, bro, Dacos deserves one. So I've got no issues with Dacos winning one.
Yep. Coleman medal.
Sam Kardashian-Yama. He's raking it in. He is in for a massive season. All right, look how elite he was last year and missed 6 weeks. If he can just get a full season under his belt, all my days. Scary times for the league. Scary times
it is scary.
for Samka.
I've gone Charlie Curnow simply because Samka has Aaron Norton there pinching goals. They'll have great years. So there's that direct threat for the goals. So there'll be games where Norton kicks a bag and Darcy only has 2 or 3. Whereas Curnow, if he has a big year, like a lot of people expect him to, what's the competition? There's obviously the small forwards. There's Papley, Heaney, blokes like that. But like Will Hayward was one of their leading goal kickers last year.
Literally, I think
and he's not on the team anymore. Yeah. So I reckon
I think Curnow, that's a great pick as well. Curnow, bro, he could be in for a massive year, 100%. No, I like it. And then Rising Star. So I've gone with, obviously he's not a first-year rookie, but I was high on him last year, and he was actually my pick until the injury came out and I had to swap. So I'm going Jagger Smith this year. There's a lot of good news coming out of him from the Carlton camp. I think, similar. Their midfield is begging for an alpha to take over. Obviously, they've got Cripper, but they really need that man alongside him. Walsh, if he can stay healthy, will probably be up there, but I think Jagger is going to have just an elite season and a bit of freedom. There's not as much expectation on Carlton. They can just get games under him and let him play his style. I think he's in for a massive season.
I'm the exact same. Jagger Smith. I had Dersma before, and then I realised, Jagger Smith's actually, he's eligible.
He can do it.
I hope he has a big year. Hope he obviously stays healthy.
Yep.
And, a bit of opportunity in that Carlton midfield. Chair is now out. So that midfield could scrub up all right. You got Cripps, you got Walsh, you got Hewitt, you got Jagger.
That's the thing. You chuck him in there, and if he can just get it to Harry Mackay down there, it's a game changer because that's what they've been struggling the last couple of years. It's literally just bang it in and then expect Curnow and Mackay to bring down an absolute screamer. It's like, well, now they don't have Curnow. It needs to just be a bit more refined down there. If Jagger can bring that a bit, because we know Cripper is a gun, but he's not the best kick going around. Yep. Sam Walsh is probably their best kick from the midfield, and he's not elite with the ball. So Jagger's got a big hole to fill there. So, I think he's in for a big year.
Love your work. Well, that's all the predictions. There's no other really awards that like you can kind of like you can't do the coaches and stuff like that. You can't really.
Nah.
Okay.
Can we get a hot take each?
Hot take each.
Hawthorn missing the 8 isn't really a big call, is it? That's just a stock standard shout. That's just a stock standard shout. Big call. Jeez, what am I thinking?
I've got Saints top 4.
Saints top 4. So you reckon these additions are just going to be game changing?
Yep, I reckon they're going for it.
But what if like Silvani? When was the last year he got through an entire season?
Not that long ago. He was all right a couple of years ago, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's just such big money and the expectations there. And I just don't think their list still doesn't stack up to the best lists in the comp. Like their list isn't better than Geelong, isn't better than Brisbane. I still have Freo.
If they get top 4 though, then lock in Nas for the Brownlow. Lock him in. He is all over that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that is a massive call. Where do I have them? I had them at like 10. So I have them at, I had Saints at 10.
I don't know if this is a big call, but I reckon this is like a kind of Brownlow Smokey. Errol Goulden. He's not your typical Brownlow winner, but I reckon he's in for a massive year.
Yep.
He's off everyone's radar because he didn't play last year, really. He only played the back half, and that was when they were elite. Yep. So I reckon Errol Goulden could definitely be a big Brownlow chance this year, for sure.
Probably not a massive call. Actually, I don't know, because I don't know where everyone stands with him, but there's someone I think's ready for a big bounce back year and not get to all Australian level, but maybe get back to that form. I reckon Dan Houston. Now he's got a year under his belt at Collingwood. I expect him to really bounce back. I think last year was just an interesting play. Him getting used to the system. I don't think he's a bad player. We know this bloke's a gun.
Yeah.
I think he could definitely get back to some all-Australian form and really take charge because it's an aging list and obviously he's not getting any younger either. But I think he could have a big year, bounce back year for the Pies.
Man needs to step up.
100% because they spent a lot on him. So the pressure's on. Yep. I think he's a gun. He just has these weird, silly suspensions as well. He seems like the best bloke, and then he goes and just clocks a bloke, and it's like, what's going on? So, no, I don't know if that's a massive call, but I think he gets back to, close to all-Australian form.
Love your work. Captain's Day yesterday. Yesterday. So, I've actually got a little topic here for you. Who is the best captain in the AFL? King of the Hill edition. Okay, so we're just going to go through each one, see who comes out on top. I wonder who comes
How are we basing this? Are we just basing this purely off who would you want as a captain or who's like the better player?
Who would you want as a captain?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Right. Nick Larkey or Toby Nankervis?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, we haven't seen Larkey, but I'm keen. I'd take Larkey. I like a bit of the unknown and see what he could be like for North.
Nick Larkey or Liam Baker and Liam Duggan?
Yeah, give me Larkey. Yep.
Nick Larkey or Darcy Moore?
Oh, I'd take Darcy Moore. The bloke still, I think he's done some great stuff for Collingwood. He gets a lot of hate and he's probably not the player he used to be, but I think he's still a quality leader and, perfect for that Collingwood side. Give me Darcy Moore.
Yeah, he's a premiership skipper 100%. As well. Darcy Moore or Andrew McGrath?
Darcy Moore.
Darcy Moore or Patrick Cripps?
Cripps is great. Leader of men right there, Cripper. Yeah. Love it.
Patrick Cripps or Jai Newcomb and James Sicily?
Cripps.
Patrick Cripps or Noah Anderson?
This is really tough. Because obviously Anderson took over last year and has really just came on and transformed this Suns side. I think it'd be a bit ahead of myself, though, to go with Anderson already, though, where Cripps has laid the groundwork. I think I'm still going Cripps.
Patrick Cripps or Connor Rosie?
Cripps.
Patrick Cripps or Patrick Dangerfield?
I'm not massive on Danger as the captain. I don't know. I think they'll move off him soon as skipper. I think he's an absolute gun, but I didn't like the addition when they first brought him in as skipper, and I still don't love it, so I'm going Cripps.
Patrick Cripps or Callum Wilkie and Jack Sinclair?
Cripps.
Patrick Cripps or Toby Green?
Jeez, it's hard to go past Toby. We're not big on Toby because we've got a bit of beef with him. But he obviously does. Obviously, GWS love him.
Yeah.
Absolutely love him. But I'm still going with Cripps.
Patrick Cripps or Callum Mills?
Cripps. I think that will be a change soon, I reckon. Yeah.
Patrick Cripps or Max Gawn?
Hard to go past Gawn. Premiership captain. Gawn, probably the second best leader of men in the entire comp, I reckon. Give me Gawn.
Max Gawn or Alex Pearce?
Can't believe he's still captain. Give me Gawn.
Max Gawn or Marcus Bontempelli?
What are we doing here? Give me the Bont. Give me God. What are we doing here?
Now, this is a tough one. It's Marcus Bontempelli or Harris Andrews, Josh Dunkley, and Hugh McCluggage.
So 1v3.
I may have done this on purpose.
So we've got Bont going up against 3 bloke. And it's a cakewalk. Give me the Bond.
Jesus. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? No, we're not. No, we're not.
Script to that. No, the only close one is Gawn, obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously he's actually got the premiership over him in the game. Obviously they're 1-on-1, but him as a captain premiership, but bro, Bond, go.
Lads,
So give me Bond.
what are your thoughts on triple captains? Like this has it's a joke,
I'm not
right?
a big fan at all. You don't
Yeah.
mind it, don't you?
At what
Or-
point is it too much? But I just think if you're winning, how do you argue against
True.
it? So it's like, if it works for Brisbane, it works for Brisbane. And
Well-
I heard Chris Fagan actually speak about it before the appointment happened. And he said, there's a chance it could be 3. And I thought, if it works for you guys, it works for you. And Josh Dunkley and Hugh McCluggage, 2 are just the
Yeah.
best players of the comp and best blokes. And to compliment Harris Andrews, a 2-time premiership captain, I think if it works for Brisbane, it works. It is a funny look.
I don't have an issue with dual captains, but 3 is very excessive. But then it's the same, bro. They win premierships, so you can't really argue it. If things fall apart this year, then could have some question marks. But I don't love it. I kind of like your stock standard. You've got your captain, and that's
Yeah.
it. But hey, Brizzy are winning, so there's not much you can really.
How many premierships
Say about it.
does Bond has as captain?
Yeah, but
By any chance? How many? I can't remember. Because Harris Andrews got 2 on the bounce. I'm just trying to think.
Stumped. Absolutely stumped.
nothing.
Crickets in the studio.
Look, we see that. We
Yeah.
do see that.
Won the
But it's
Jim
not- it's not
Signs
all about
Award last
wins.
year as
But
well.
does Harris
I mean,
Andrews just have that like raw sex appeal that Sir Marcus Bontempelli has on the field?
okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll concede. I'll concede.
And how many All-Australian skippers does Harris Andrews have?
Ooh.
Bont has a couple.
What,
under his belt.
a make-believe team?
Yeah, Jeremy Cameron was skipper last year. Fuck.
Crazy work.
Yeah, it's not really a leg
Crazy
standard,
work.
is it?
No, definitely not.
Have you got something for me, captains
Yeah,
as
actually
well?
do. Obviously, yeah. Staying on the captains. The captain's day yesterday, we did see Ruben Jinby running around.
What was Ruben doing there? Ruben, what are you doing?
What are you doing there, buddy?
I did look up. He's on the leadership group. So
He's not actually a captain.
we should have sent our 14 leaders to
Should've sent
the
Cody
captain's
Waitman out
day.
there. Far out,
Should have sent
shocking.
Latham Vandermeer.
But we did this last year, and we got a bit of criticism,
Yeah,
a bit of love as well. I think it's a very controversial sort of topic. But I've got the top 5 AFL captains with the most aura. It's the question everyone's been asking for. It's the big question, all right? It's the most important question to be asked as well.
Just get to number 1 already. We know what's going.
Can Bond be all 5?
I tried. They Toy Dribble HQ said no. You do
Yeah,
have to
no.
add other captains.
HQ are getting strict these
Bro, I'm
days.
telling you, they're a bunch of jabronis, man.
All right, let's hear it.
At 5, I've actually got Harro's man, Harris Andrews at 5. When you've got a couple of premierships under your belt, and bro, I'm not going to lie, he's a bit of a goofball out there as well. I've seen him do a few faces behind Fags' face, and I'm not going to lie, I'm here for it. I think he's got a bit of aura. Best backman in the comp. The bloke just, I love him. I love him, and he's definitely got a bit of aura about him more than I thought last year.
Love it.
At 4, I still think Cripps has to be up there. The bloke's still a gun, 2-time Brownlow medalist. I think he's a leader of men. And when we do our Origin game and he gets captain of WA, that obviously stands for something.
Yep.
The bloke's got a lot of aura about him. Number 3 wasn't even close to it last year, but after his year last year, has to be Jordan Dawson. Got something about him, and it is a bit of Bont vibes about him as well. I love him. I think when you see him on the field, you can really just hone in on like, bro, that's their skipper. That's a leader of men right there. He absolutely cooked us at Marvel, and I'm just watching him all game. Like, this bloke is him. He is him. And at 2, obviously we're not the biggest fan, but Toby Green. Right? If you can get these Giants fans up and about and get this team rallying around you, he's not the prototypical captain that you look at because he is kind of that trash talker about him, but he does it different and it works for the Giants, and he's really just set this club up for success. So I've got him at 2, and at 1, no surprise. I think no one's surprised about this. Sir Marcus Bontempelli just exudes aura.
The
all
cream
right?
rises. I'm
It
telling you.
does. The cream rises and it also drops. So Sir Marcus Bontempelli.
You are crazy.
Yeah, number 1. That is not after what you were saying last week.
Mate, I've no idea what
Literally
you're talking
busted
about.
in the studio last week.
Jesus.
So there's my list. So yeah, Andrews at 5, Cripper at 4, Dawson at 3, Green at 2, and Bont at 1.
Actually going a bit stiff. He's
Actually going a bit stiff,
Wait,
but
did you say
now-
Cripps? Cripps was
Yeah,
on
Cripps
there?
at 4,
Oh,
Cripps at 4.
Sorry, sometimes I don't listen to you.
Yeah, no. You
What
just-
about Dangerfield? One of the all-time greats.
Yeah,
Nah, I didn't have him
Danger.
in there last year. I don't know. I love it. I think as a player, it's
the
all-time
High
aura.
Sox.
But it's
the High Sox.
I didn't want to say it, but it's the High Sox. No, I just don't think he's got the aura as a captain. As a player, he does. But as a captain, I just don't love danger as a captain.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of pressure to be a captain.
There is.
A lot of pressure to be a captain. And that actually made me think, who has a lot of pressure on him this year? So I've gone through every team. And I've got for you. I'll just get to it. Every AFL club's player with the most pressure on them in 2026. Okay, these blokes need to perform. So you just let me know if I've missed any. But
Okay, you've missed some.
Adelaide, I've got Isaac Rankin. Needs a big year after the controversial end of last year.
Yep.
Brisbane Lions, Oscar Allen. Big recruits, a lot of money. I think, he hasn't been healthy the last few years, but I think there's a bit of expectation that he's going to have a big year. Obviously, you're coming into a premiership side, so it's not like there's this crazy amount. But I reckon Oscar Allen's...
And that's probably fair because no one else in the team will have pressure on them because they're coming off back-to-back premierships. So it's like they've done all they can. Yeah,
that's it.
Would Lockie Neal be up there at all?
Chalky, I did think Chalky, but I don't want to hit him in while he's down too much.
Yeah. I can't just train myself.
I was thinking maybe Zach Bailey.
Yeah, maybe.
Contract year.
But then I also
Contract
feel like
year.
Brisbane's on a lot of pressure for Zach Bailey. It's like, because you want to pay him before he leaves. And it's like, he can, I don't know. Like, if I was Brisbane, I'd be trying to pay him as soon as possible before he puts on him.
Because I don't think it matters what he does. There's going to be, the sweepstakes for Zach Bailey's going to be there.
Yep, 100%.
The Blues, Harry Mackay. It's his forward line now, needs to perform. Pies, Dan Houston. I reckon he needs a big bounce back year. Big.
Yep.
The Dons. I've actually gone Zach Merritt and Andrew McGrath. So Zach Merritt, just from the controversial year, Dons fans would want to see a lot from him. He needs to perform. And Andrew McGrath filling the shoes of Zach Merritt.
Yeah.
A lot of blokes probably didn't expect Andrew McGrath to be the skipper of the Dons.
Yep.
Big shoes to fill.
Is there
needs to have a
any
big
pressure
year.
on like a Ben Mackay anymore? Is everyone just giving up? Like, do we just give up at this point?
There's not much expectation at all. Freo was probably my toughest one to find. I actually went Luke Jackson. I just want this Luke Jackson player to actually come on that everyone's talking about. They're saying that he's been working on his midfield craft throughout the season. I couldn't really think of anyone else, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I think the other one, we saw the Corn kind of raving about him, but when's Jai Amos going to really come on as well? He's this forward that's like, he's meant to have all this talent, but bro, put him in front of goal and it's pretty tough to watch at times. But no, I think Luke Jackson, he's the bigger player and there's a lot of pressure on him. 100%.
The Geelong Cats, I went James Warple. Coming over from the Hock, I reckon he needs to actually prove himself in this midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't really think of anyone else for Geelong,
Yeah, no
honestly.
one else is really under the belt with them. Yeah, no, it's fair.
Suns, I've actually gone Christian Petrarca and Jamara Ugle-Hagan, but Christian Petrarca more so. He'll be in the best 22. He probably needs a big bounce back year to fit into that Suns midfield. And Jamara Ugle-Hagan, just a sense of, like, there is no expectation. Like, if he doesn't have a good year, it's not like everyone's going to be surprised, but there is definitely expectation for him to perform if he's in the team.
100%. Oh, well, apparently he's already one of the best players in the comp if you listen to his preseason stuff. Holy shit.
The Giants, I went Clary.
Yep.
Big year, especially with Tom Green going out.
Yeah, now he's got to step up.
Yep. Hawks, I've gone Josh Weddle. A lot of talk around Josh Weddle, and I think I haven't quite seen all the fuss. Like, what position does he even play? Essendon came for him and he knocked back like the big $1 million deal.
Yeah.
I think Josh Weddle needs to have a big year.
Yeah, fair. I can't think of anyone else. That's probably a good call. Like, that's probably fair shit.
Melbourne Demons. There was going to be the obvious pick with Cozzy, the money, but I've actually gone a little sleeper. Jacob Van Rooyen.
No, I've given up.
He is now he's in the leadership group for the Melbourne Demons. Mate, when are you going to come on? He's in the leadership group. It's like, you're a young key forward. You've been around for a few years. When are you going to come on? So we need some consistency from him. North Melbourne.
Yep.
It's almost pressure on this player and the club, but George Wardlaw needs to stay healthy. And obviously it's both parties to play in that, but he needs to stay on the pitch. And because he's actually in a contract year, I think, as well. So he needs to perform for that. But then also North Melbourne need to say, hey, we can keep you healthy.
Yeah, no, fair. I reckon I'd go more LDU. Just in terms of like he has been paid. So that obviously pressure on that is off. It's like he's been paid a lot of money now and you need to be a consistent midfielder. Like, bro, he has a good game here and there, but it can be pretty rough at times, I reckon. Like, he goes missing quite a bit and he's meant to be this bloke that really stands up with him and Sheasel, and I think he just goes missing way too much and he's been paid like a top-tier midfielder. Now he's got to start showing that he is. So.
I respect that.
But now Wardlaw, pressure on both him and North.
Honestly,
I like
just the whole midfield.
100%.
Port Adelaide, I went JHF. I reckon he needs a big year.
Yep.
Big year.
Could you say Josh Carr? Is there actually pressure on Josh Carr?
Well, I could if I was doing
coach.
coaches.
Yeah.
He's not really a player,
Just seeing, testing the waters.
Testing the waters. Tigers, I've gone Sam Lawler. Just the second year, stay healthy. couldn't really come up with many. There's such a young team.
Yeah, there's not much
But
there.
probably a bit of pressure. Just the number one pick.
Yeah.
Some like people are probably expecting some kind of jump.
Yeah, fair.
The Saints, I've gone TDK and Nas. Just the big money. You need to perform. You just do. If you're getting paid 1.8 a year, 2 million a year, you got to play for that. You got to earn your
I
dough.
think probably TDK more, just in terms of I think we know what Nas is as a player, and I don't expect him to not do what he did last year, where TDK is being paid and he hasn't yet shown us that he's even close to a player that he's getting paid to be. So,
Yeah, we'll see.
fair.
Swans, Charlie Curnow.
Yep.
Needs to be one of the best forwards in the comp.
Yep.
A big move over from Carlton. The Eagles, Harley Reid.
Yeah.
I think everyone is expecting that jump. And then the Dogs, I've gone Sam Kardashian-Yama.
Yeah.
I do. I think he will have an amazing year, but there's definitely what player is there on the Dogs who's probably more pressure on?
The corn is setting us up for failure.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like, they've got like 3 of the best players in the top 5. Sam Darcy, the best player in the comp already. How are we doing this? Yeah, we can say it because everyone knows we're a bunch of idiots. He's actually got a leg to stand on, all right? Can't be throwing stuff around like that. Nah, hey, I like it. Should we wrap up or do we have a
Maybe
thing
just
to
do one more and then we'll go a bit.
Yeah,
others.
100%. Just talking about obviously pressure, but there's a lot of young blokes that I think could be taking a step. But I've got a little pick 3, cut 5, Brownlow Smokies edition. Okay, so I'm going to list some names, and you got to keep one and then cut one at the same time. You're going to end with 3 blokes you keep, 5 you cut. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Starting off, Nas.
Keep. Yeah, I'll keep Nas.
Oh.
I reckon he's a big chance.
John Newcomb.
I think I'll cut John Newcomb, but I said to you actually last night, I reckon John Newcomb is in for a big year. But I feel like he won't poll as well as some others.
He'll be looking good at 9th spot. Errol Goulden.
Yeah, start.
Yeah, you
Start.
keeping him? Yep.
Sorry, keep.
Yep.
I'm keeping Errol Goulden.
Cozzy Pickett.
Cut. Players like that don't win Brownlows.
No.
They just don't. I don't know. We're going to see more midfield Cozzy, but I don't think he'll win the Brownlow.
Just won't have the consistency.
No. So
fair.
I've already kept 2 and cut. And
You've cut 2,
so I can only keep one
kept
more.
2.
Yeah.
Ed Richards.
I will cut Ed. Not saying that he won't have a great year, but there's just too much talent in our midfield. When Bont's there, Fraser will have a massive year. Libar.
Yep. No,
There's
fair.
too many blokes to steal the votes.
Yep. Finn Callahan. Tom Green out.
I'm keeping.
Yeah.
I reckon he's my last keep. Finn
Okay.
Callahan. He's going to be out of a massive year.
So that means you've ended up having to cut Will Ashcroft and Harry Sheasel.
I'm
as
happy
well.
with that.
Yeah.
So much talent in the Brisbane midfield. Will Ashcroft's in for a big year, but just so much talent.
Love it. So
Hard to poll.
Yeah. So
And then-
Nas, Goulden, and Callahan you've kept.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm happy with that.
Will Ashcroft is actually the favourite from our team to win the Brownlow.
Really? So
Yeah.
actually, shit. But
Yeah,
over
it's just-
over a McCluggage, over a Neil.
It's just the
Damn.
way the umpires vote. They just vote the same players every week. And Brisbane,
But
there's just more variance with the players. It could be a Hugh one week, it could be Dunkley, it could be Ashcroft, it could be
completely
Neil.
different this year. Now that they've got stats and stuff, who knows which way they'll go or which way they'll lean.
But it's not necessarily saying that because Ashcroft won't just get better stats than Lockie Neal every week. So I don't think that really plays a part. But
Yeah,
Nas-
not meaning
Nas-
for that situation, just in general. But yeah, I struggle with Brizzy just because they have so much talent. Like it's going to be shared around. Like McCluggage will have games where he's the best player, then Ashcroft, Neil. It's just going to be all over the place. But
real.
no, I think you've done well there. Yeah, I think no, respect it.
Appreciate it. Finish there?
Yeah,
Finish there?
So.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Cool. This was what episode? What were we up? Episode 73. Lovely.
73.
Tune into the YouTube. Tune into the
Yep.
clips.
Yep.
Comment on that bet.
Yep.
We want to see Jakey do some
100%.
crazy shit.
Give us anything. Just
Give
not too
us
extreme.
anything. Test this man. Stretch this man thin. He was wearing the Hock beanie half of last year. We still have blokes asking us about that.
Everyone just thought I was a Hock fan, so it made it even worse.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was
bad.
actually just brutal. I felt gross.
Maybe you just have to dress up as a hawk. I have to wear. I don't even know.
Go.
Wear a hawk all of next season.
Oh my God. That is just gross.
I don't know. Get permanent wings just glued to your back. Anyway, no, thank you for tuning in, squad. Subscribe to the channels, all that stuff. But thanks as always, squad.
We out.